To an institution, the Monza racetrack, the road course where the Italians flock by the hundreds of thousands in hopes that Ferrari will be able to score a victory. They haven't done one at Monza since 1979. Today they hope they will do so. The Ferraris have qualified well. Jackie Stewart will be there along with Innes Ireland. We'll be checking with them momentarily. Now what we're going to do is we're going to round this afternoon. We're going to be, after the Italian Grand Prix, we'll be talking to some star makers or potential star makers here in the studio. But then, as the foundation for our afternoon coverage, it'll be the Redneck High Holy Days from Darlington, South Carolina. Bob Jenkins and Chris Economaki, along with Jerry Punch and Dr. Dick Bergeron, will be down there covering the action from the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. And then we will be moving on to the heartland of the Midwest. That'll be the kart. IMSA GTP Barber Saab Series, and that'll be on the Houston Street Circuit from San Antonio, Texas. But what we'll be checking in there, most importantly, will be the GTP race. We'll tell you more about that. Then, for the first time in over a decade, we'll be taking a look at funny car racing, a $50,000 event called the Big Bud Shootout. Now, 8 drivers will be going for that 50 grand. We'll let you take a look at all of the qualifying as well as the finals. We'll be doing that live. Dave McClelland will be there calling the action along with Steve Evans. A little bit of microphone problems there as we were taking you around, but you've got to kind of expect that when you get ready for Race Day America. Mechanical problems can come up, but let's go check out now what's going on in Italy at the Italian Grand Prix. Jackie Stewart, a former Formula One champion, is standing by to tell us more. Jackie?
Well, thank you, Jack, and a great day it is for American motor racing with the coverage today on ESPN. Well, I'm here at Monza, one of the great names that's echoed through the history of motor racing. It's a name that's been carried on the side of a car. It's the name that was featured very largely in the movie Grand Prix, and they've held more World Championship Grand Prix on this racetrack than any track anywhere in the world. It also has probably the most enthusiastic spectators of any racetrack that I know of. Of course, they're very partisan. It's only a stone's throw from Milan and not too far from the home of Ferrari. It's the weekend of the Italian Grand Prix. And working with us this weekend is a new man to ESPN. Not to you in America, because particularly if you read Road and Track, you'll know the name of Innes Ireland. Now, Innes was the first winner of the American Grand Prix at Watkins Glen, and this weekend is working with us here. Now, Innes, a lot has happened this weekend at Monza.
The most significant thing, I think, is the bombshell that Honda have dropped, which making it final that next year Williams won't have the Honda engine. They're going to have to use the John Judd engine, which in fact is the same engine that Jeff Brabham uses in his Indy cars. The other thing that has been confirmed, again, we've known about it for some time, is that Senna is going to join the McLaren team, and the McLaren team are going to have the Honda engine. Now, if you think about it, I don't know what you think, but having Prost and Senna in a McLaren team with a Honda engine must make this the strongest team I can think of since Mercedes-Benz had Fangio and Sterling Moss.
And that was way back in the 50s. Well, this weekend, of course, a lot is going to happen, and as usual, we're going to be up to speed with it in the pits also. As usual, working with us, our friend, John Bisignano.
Thank you, Jackie. As you can see, I'm standing on sacred ground here in the Ferrari paddock. In a few moments, these cars, 2 of them will be representing the prancing horse of Ferrari at their most important race of the year, the Italian Grand Prix in Monza. Now, the Ferraris have done very well in qualifying. Berger in 3rd place, Alboreto 8th. How did they do that? They've been going through turbochargers here, left, right, and center, using a lot of boost into that turbocharged engine. And how do they do that? With extra fuel. The turbocharger's been so hot because of the extra boost, they've been using extra fuel. They have a problem. Both reliability, because of all the power going through the turbocharger, and will they have enough fuel to put that much power out for the distance of the race? Can you imagine both Ferraris running out of gas just a few laps from the end of the Italian Grand Prix? That would be a national defeat here in Italy. Besides that drama, of course, all the normal pit action here in Monza. Back to you, Jack Arute in Bristol.
Well, John Bisignano, you may have understated it a tad if those Ferraris do run out of fuel at the end. There are 2 things that are sacred in Italy, the Pope and the Italian Grand Prix with Ferraris in victory lane. They haven't seen that since 1979. As we've said before, we're going to be looking at that later today. Now, let's remind you as well that there's some other news that came out of that Formula One report. Kind of interesting. Ayrton Senna has finally announced where he's going, and the fact that Hondas are going to be making a choice between the normally aspirated and the turbocharged entries. Find that very interesting myself, the fact that they would forsake Williams, as they have done after Williams has put them so well up front in the chase for the championship here this year in Formula One Grand Prix competition. Now, we'll be back later to take a look at that. We'll check in with those gentlemen from the Italian Grand Prix. But right now, we've got a few things we want to tell you about. We call it paying the bills. We'll be back in a minute.
Ford value just got better on the best-built American truck 7 years running. Announcing low 1.9% financing or up to a $1,000 cash bonus on Bronco 2 and Ford Ranger. Combine your cash bonus with an option package discount and save up to $2,011 on Ford Ranger, $2,565 on Bronco 2. And now there's a $500 cash bonus on a big F-Series pickup with manual transmission. Great value at your Ford dealer now.
Does your business suffer from lack of recognition? Do your sales not deliver the knockout wallop you want them to? Contact Valley Cable. Until you do, you won't believe how inexpensive it is to advertise. Valley Cable covers your marketing area without the costly waste delivered by ordinary radio and television. No waste means lower advertising costs and more opportunities for you to reach your potential customers. Complain no longer that business is terrible. For your special ad package, call 701-3000, extension 461.
Hold on. They're approximately 50 feet tall, wearing their birthday suits.
Incredible.
No! America's biggest hero is back.
Dad's gonna kill me.
And he is not happy. King Kong lives. Rated PG-13.
This new Thunderbird intercooled turbo coupe is powered by one of the most technically sophisticated engines available. Enough said. This is the new Thunderbird intercooled turbo coupe. Now get 1.9% financing or a $600 cash bonus on Ford Thunderbird.
We test tires in this lab, but we don't really know how a TA radio will perform until we get it here. I believe TA radios are the best performance tires in the world, and I drive them into the ground to keep them that way.
TA radios from BF Goodrich, tested tough to make your car perform.
Of all the high-performance features found on this Formula One race car, nothing helps you run circles around the competition the way its sponsor can. USF&G Financial Services. Asset management. Tools for a brave new world.
This is where champions begin.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mike Tyson, Terrence Ali, Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Superstars who forge steel nerves and iron punches on ESPN's Top Rank Boxing. Watch live Friday night fights. Top Rank Boxing puts you in the ring where champions are made on ESPN.
You are about to see the smartest oil change you can make. Introducing a new Quaker State motor oil. Now Quaker State has a revolutionary formula called QSX. QSX fights engine choking sludge better than other leading oils to keep oil flowing to vital engine parts. For a cleaner, longer-lasting engine, change your oil. Really change your oil to new Quaker State with QSX, the smartest oil change you can make.
When you buy a pair of Corning prescription lenses that change, it's like getting free light tints, free medium tints, dark tints, and a whole range of free sunglasses. Corning lenses. When you're buying eyeglasses, these are the ones to buy.
Unforgettable moments. This week in sports. Every Sunday morning, only on ESPN.
They say there's only so much one pair of hands can do. But no job is too big when you've got the skill, determination, and know how to handle it. That's where the Time Life Books Home Repair and Improvement Series comes in. With our hard-working books backing you up, the bigger the challenge, the better. Put kitchens and bathrooms to the test and see what we mean. It gives you all the expert advice you need to take on your kitchen. Clear color diagrams and simple instructions highlight every move you make and show you how to cut big remodeling jobs right down to size. Kitchen countertops and bathroom cabinets, feed pipes and drains, tubs and sinks, outlets and wiring, finishing touches. If you keep kitchens and bathrooms, you even get this 12-foot Stanley tape measure free, so everything fits just right. It all goes according to plan when you do it by the book. We engineered each volume the same way so you can master practically every job in the house. Redo the basement, add a deck, put in a bay window. Every book pulls its weight to help build up the value of your home. Call now to get kitchens and bathrooms for 15 days free. If you like it, we'll send you other books, one about every other month. Keep only those you want. Cancel anytime. Each book pays for itself the first job you do. Remember, you also receive this handy 12-foot Stanley tape measure free with purchase of your first book. Sure, big jobs are a challenge, but with home repair and improvement on your side, you're ready for almost anything.
To examine kitchens and bathrooms free for 15 days, just call 1-800-241-6600. Keep it and pay just $10.99 plus shipping and handling. When you purchase kitchens and bathrooms, you'll also receive the Stanley tape measure as a free gift. So call now, 1-800-241-6600. That's 1-800-241-6600.
Break his heart and break your face.
I want to show this girl that I'm as good as anybody else.
Must be a drag to be a slave to the male sex drive.
I didn't say anything about sex.
Oh, want to start a book club with her?
I'd recommend you keep your eyes and your mind off my property.
You've been in love before.
There's a lot of things you don't know about me.
Coming direct to your home, Some Kind of Wonderful. Call your cable operator for details.
Coming this fall to ESPN. The best of the NFL. From preseason contests to 8 Sunday night clashes and the season finale Pro Bowl, you'll see it all live on ESPN. From start to finish this year, pro football duels here on the exclusive cable home of the NFL, ESPN.
ESPN's World Tour slogan to win a trip to the Australian Grand Prix is Formula One Finale. Write that slogan on a card with your name and address and mail to World Tour Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 911, Ridgely, Maryland, 21683.
You are about to see the smartest oil change you can make. You are about to see the smartest oil change you can make. Introducing a new Quaker State motor oil. Now Quaker State has a revolutionary formula called QSX. QSX fights engine choking sludge better than other leading oils to keep oil flowing to vital engine parts. For a cleaner, longer-lasting engine, change your oil. Really change your oil to new Quaker State with QSX, the smartest oil change you can make.
BF Goodrich, Update 2 with Bob Strange, Test Engineer. Subject, tire personality.
Did you know that different tires have different personalities? We at BF Goodrich design each of our tires to have an individual personality based on its intended use. For example, in developing the Comp TA, we wanted a tire that had quick steering response, great cornering capability, and predictable behavior at its limits. For quick steering response, we blended a stiff bead and lower sidewall area with steel belts and nylon overheads in the tread. For great cornering capability, we developed a tread pattern with large stable blocks and a special tread compound. In order to get the predictable behavior that we wanted, we blended these two areas together with a rounded shoulder radius. What this means to you is that when you need all of your car's capability, you won't have any unpleasant surprises.
TA radios from BF Goodrich, tested tough to make your car perform.
Of all the high-performance features found on this Formula One race car, nothing helps you run circles around the competition the way its sponsor can. USF&G Financial Services. Asset management, tools for a brave new world.
Mobil One synthetic motor oil. No matter what you drive, or how you drive, or where you drive, or what conditions you drive under. With Mobil synthetic oil technology, there's no finer engine protection on Earth or anywhere else. Mobil One congratulates the Williams team for winning 5 Grand Prix in a row.
You can keep on moving with Twix. Old timers versus Central High. Okay, youngster, you can kiss it goodbye.
Damn.
Round in the bases.
Catch those whippers, snappers, faces.
Chocolate, peanut butter, satisfaction. Like crispy cookie, let you stay in the action.
Won't slow you down.
When you gotta get around. Twix lets you show 'em what you can do. Trotting on home.
23 skidoo, do, you do.
Keep on moving with Twix.
Bob Strange, BF Goodrich test engineer.
The trick to building great all-terrain tires is making them as good off-road as on. All-terrain TAs from BF Goodrich are tested in some of the roughest off-road situations in the world. I believe TA radials are the best performance tires in the world, and I torture them to keep them that way.
TA radials from BF Goodrich, tested tough to make your truck perform.
Williams Honda Formula One World Champion. It's only because we do this so well that we can do this so well. The Acura Integra, one of Car and Driver's 10 best, exclusively at your Acura dealer.
If you love cars, you'll love AutoWeek. Every week, AutoWeek puts you inside the world's most exciting cars. GTs, sports sedans, collector cars, 4x4s, front drivers. AutoWeek makes you an insider with industry news, personality profiles, old cars, columnists, the best classified anywhere. And nobody covers racing like AutoWeek. You get the fastest coverage of Formula One, sports cars, stockers, IndyCars, with columnists who race and win.
Let AutoWeek put you behind the wheel every week. Call 1-800-554-3000. Only ESPN viewers can get this special Labor Day weekend price. Just $16.25 for 52 issues. That's 75% off the newsstand price. But you must call now for these savings. 1-800-554-3000. Let AutoWeek put you in the driver's seat.
Paramount Pay-Per-View presents Richard Pryor.
I'm gonna pass myself off as a doctor.
Facing the challenge of a career in medicine.
Dr. Slattery? Yeah, doctor, what's your problem?
It hurts all over.
Dr. Slattery, what are you trying to pull around here? Who are you?
Who is this maniac?
I dropped a heart on the floor. Got the greatest jobs in the world. We can park anywhere we want. I don't want to land this thing.
Coming direct to your home. Critical condition. Call your cable operator for details.
Dodgervision. Make the call.
Two potential national champions
Two leading Heisman Trophy candidates in one game. UCLA meets Nebraska live Saturday at 5 Eastern, only on ESPN.
ESPN's World Tour slogan to win a trip to the Australian Grand Prix is Formula One Finale. Write that slogan on a card with your name and address and mail to World Tour Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 911, Ridgely, Maryland, 21683.
When four-time Indy winner A.J. Foyt takes to the track, he uses just one make of tire, the Goodyear Racing Eagle. And the official Cadillac safety car takes to the track on just one make of tire, the Goodyear Eagle VR Gatorback Street Radio. And not by coincidence, because Goodyear makes better high-performance tires for the track and for the street. Goodyear Eagles. They'll take you home the quick way or to the winner's circle.
Goodyear, take me home. You are about to see the smartest oil change you can make. Introducing a new Quaker State motor oil. Now Quaker State has a revolutionary formula called QSX. QSX fights engine choking sludge better than other leading oils to keep oil flowing to vital engine parts. For a cleaner, longer-lasting engine, change your oil. Really change your oil to new Quaker State with QSX, the smartest oil change you can make.
Something stirring. And there's no denying its energy. Its force. Its arrival. A power that's making temperatures rise. Hearts melt. Pulses race. This phenomenon goes by the name of Daytona. The brand new front-wheel drive Dodge Daytona. Be prepared for even more excitement per mile, more heartbeats per minute. Dodge Daytona. Dodge, setting new standards of performance.
Silver Star Mercedes-Benz. When you're ready to purchase prestige, performance, and personal luxury. Silver Star Mercedes-Benz when you're looking for the best selection, better financing, and to benefit from the experience of automotive professionals. Silver Star Mercedes-Benz when you're ready for the finest in sales and service of your Mercedes-Benz. There's only one choice. Silver Star Mercedes-Benz in the Westlake Thousand Oaks Auto Center.
Men, we're going to live off the land. It's going to be rough. Either you pitch in or shape up.
When you're far from home, you can't beat a Honda portable generator. You get 1,000 watts of power when you're nowhere near an electrical outlet.
Commander Fred, can we come in?
Hold it, men! I'll be right out.
Colby Honda on Reseda Boulevard in Reseda and on Ventura Boulevard in Wood.
He had the momentum way back on the front straightaway as Guerrero. Of course, he's on a little bit colder tires, and that may have been the telling thing through the twisty part.
That could have been it. Bobby had a run on him, but Roberto shut the door a little bit, took some of that momentum away, but Bobby outbroke him at the end of that straightaway.
Michael Andretti, meantime, is in the pits. Larry Newber's on it.
Well, there's lots of activity down in the Andretti area. There you see Barry Green and the Craco crew going to work on Michael Andretti. They're changing 4 tires at the same time, simultaneously. His father, Mario, is also getting serviced. They're putting rubber on all 4 sides of the Newman House car. We've had a crash here in the pits. Exiting the pit area, Jeff Brabham and Michael Andretti come together. Jeff is up against the inside wall of the front stretch. Jeff did not make hard contact. He either just barely brushed Michael or he took evasive action and got into the loose dust. Now he pulls away, but Jeff Brabham in a very close call as well.
I am British Caledonian Airways. I am Great Britain this fall. I am the rolling hills of Dorset. I am a castle in the sea. I am the Queen's Household Cavalry. I am the airline with special low fares and tours to this great country. I am the best of times at the best of prices. I am British Caledonian Airways.
Nature can be devastating.
The wood on your home needs protection. A water sealer waterproofs. Olympic Clear Wood Preservative does too. And Olympic gives you linseed oil that strengthens wood fibers. And additives to resist mildew. And preservatives to resist rot. Because wood needs a lot more than just waterproofing. Water sealers fade by comparison. Olympic, protecting wood for over half a century.
Man has always been fascinated with speed. But winning is more than a quest for speed. It's a measure of skill, a test of guts. And though NASCAR has changed through the decades, its spirit never will. It's not just the machine, it's the man who drives it. We're proud to be a part of this great sport. Busch, the official beer of NASCAR.
Take me back where I belong. Take me where it's safe and warm.
The Goodyear Vector is the all-season radial that pumps water away to keep more tire tread on the road. And for some, that's a comforting thought.
Take me home. Goodyear, take me home. Never matters how far I go. Goodyear, take me home.
No matter how Dodge makes it look, winning ain't easy.
When the road is long and the going gets tough, less than your best is never enough. But the dream of winning lets you meet the test, because winners are dreamers who give it their best. And if winning was easy, why run the race? Get beat number one if you don't set the pace. At Dodge we know there's only one first place. If winning was easy, it wouldn't be a race.
At Dodge, we set the pace.
He makes it look like child's play. But to him, driving the Domino's Pizza Hot One is no game. Watch for Domino's Pizza Team Shearson and co-sponsors Mobil 1 and Coca-Cola in the IndyCar World Series. Keep your eye on a winner. Domino's Pizza delivers Al Unser Jr. A winner picks a winner every time.